Hey, real estate fans, it's Nova with the Supernova Real Estate Report, and I wanted to give you an update on the most frequent asked questions I've been having from my internet conversations with prospects and current clients. And it's Nova. Where are all the foreclosures? Are we going to see a bunch of foreclosures? What's going to happen in the distressed real estate market? Because this has been my expertise for the past 14 years in this business, and I love complicated real estate transactions, and there's nothing more exciting than the wild world of distressed real estate. So what we're seeing though and the difference is in being from 2006 to current, is yes, banks are having more defaults on mortgages currently. I mean, it's up about one report from Wells Fargo is seeing that says that they are seeing a 50% increase in missed payments on mortgages currently on their portfolio. But what is going to contrast that compared to 2006, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 is people still have jobs. The types of loans that they have taken out are actually 30-year fixed loans instead of stated income loans. A lot of the new loans aren't on secondary properties based on stated income, along with builders not building new home properties like they were during the build up to the Great Recession, which has in turn caused what you see in your local metro areas, this high demand for real estate and still low inventory, which means competition. This savviness also that banks have had from their massive experience in the REO market and foreclosures is that they will also start pricing their properties close to or at market value every time they are going to foreclose and list it, because they realize the demand, and the demand being the lack of new listing inventory and the fact that builders haven't built to the demands of the market, right? In 2006, we were seeing 2 million new construction homes on the market, and now, we're at like 800 to a million new homes being built, which is half of what the demand is actually. In 2006, and we've had also the population increase since 2006, but at the same time, like there were 3.8 million homes available for sale in 2006, where today there's about 1.6 million. So, I mean, we are even less than half, or like 40% of that availability from what we saw at the peak in 2006. So, I mean, these factors will contribute to why we keep seeing escalating markets, and we're going to see the market on average, according to the National Realtors Association, go up by 7.1% nationwide in the coming market. So what does that mean here for Seattle and our metro area? We're going to see those double-digit inclines with still lower inventory, right? Because with Corona are we going to be able to go back to a normal market? No. People are going to be looking for places to stay that have greater, experiences while being at home, with in-home offices and bigger backyards, because you're going to have to create your own little mini paradises, right? I mean, I have at my house, I've built an archery range. I got the hot tub, outdoor movie theater now. I spent like 3 days crawling under my house in a Tyvek suit, running new speaker wire so I could have outdoor speakers hook up to my indoor receiver, right? And so I could have like this zone. I did all that, it was like, 100 feet of speaker wire, more, 200 feet. But, getting dirty with a bunch of spiders under my house. But, also I could continue to create this experience that I have to have, while I'm here because there's not going out, right? So this is the general mindset that people will want because people living in condos, they're like, I need away from these other mouth breathers, right? I want peace of mind because even my condo rec gym's closed, the pool's closed, hot tub is closed, right? So I need a hot tub in my own backyard now. I want this. I want to not go crazy while I'm just staring at these little four walls and have some, fresh air. And so this is what this demand is being fertilized with, I guess is a good way to say that. It's going to be a complicated market in terms of competition and also listing your house. Where are you going to go? I have great referrals to other places, referral agents I can give you to people all across the country. And that's something really that's happening, right? Because I wanted to, my house here that I've lived in now for 5 or 8 years has gained $400,000 in equity, right? So we're sitting on a nice nest egg, and we can, move to Phoenix or to Texas or even, Idaho, a place where I can buy a house for $400,000, pretty much pay cash. Or if you're smart, like what I want my clients to be doing, when you do have that kind of, let's talk about upgrading your house and then buying a duplex, because you'll need that $120,000 for a down payment for a new house, and then you can have another down payment for an investment property to build wealth for your future, because we all know I love to build wealth for myself and for my clients. It's a fantastic thing, legacy, right? You want to know that you exist and that you created something for you and yours from today and on, right? And let's just keep multiplying that forward. So even in the coming foreclosure market, banks, because we've done so many millions of BPOs, which are called broker pricing opinions, on bank assets, banks are fully aware of what their assets are worth, especially since they have 8 to 12 BPOs done on every asset they have coming to market. Right? So even the few REOs coming to market, you can see that they're priced at market value because they don't have to lose their shirt if the demand in the market is so there that they're willing to pay and even pay above list price for those properties, right? Because what they're going to be worth in the future is going to be continued growth since people want more space. There's so much to talk about, right? You'll see, I say, are we seeing a slowdown in luxury homes? I see there might be I have no idea. But everything under $1.5 million is pretty much going off the market, right? The 10, 20, $30 million properties, we'll see sitting for 80 to 100 days, but that's normal, right? Because the population for those buyers is so much smaller. We're not seeing those homes go into foreclosure, not even like we did in 2008, when I could look up and down Lake Washington and see 4 or 5 homes that were even on the lake in foreclosure, and now there's nothing like that. I think there's 6 homes for sale on the lake right now. It's incredible. What else could I tell you? The light rail is going to change everything. The Northgate is going to be opening up soon. I think this summer. Is that what they said? The station's going to be ready this summer. And then that Linwood, I was just driving up there yesterday, and that construction all the way up that stretch was just incredible. So all that north side coming down is going to be great. Just ride a train or, ride the train, listen to a book, a podcast, watch my videos on YouTube, and go from there, right? Entertain yourself so you don't got to wreck yourself on the freeway. Easiest life right there. Yeah, I think that's good. So just to recap, we're going to see a 7% increase on average here in the Seattle metro area, probably greater than that, probably in the lower double digits, maybe 10 or 11 in terms of equity prices. Interest rates are the lowest that they'll ever be. Right? So if you buy a house now and get a loan, I swear for the next 20 years, you're going to be like bragging to everybody. Yep, I got that 2.5% interest rate on my house because we sold and bought, and everybody else is still in the 4s and 5s, right? It's just going to be going up from here because it is rock bottom. It is something that it's bragging that you're going to be able to do for the next 20 years on your home. And foreclosures are going to be come on the market and bought and sold for market value because there's not going to be enough of them, and there's still too much demand. Even if we see an increase of them, let's say we see a 10-20% increase in foreclosures on the market, we're still at such a deficit with inventory. It's just going to be filling a gap, and that demand is still going to be there for them at market value. And the banks and the asset managers are savvy enough because of all of our bumps and bruises from 2008 to 2014 that we know how to value and price these properties, right? And they're going to get their money out of them. So that's what I got to know. Always get pre-approved first because your money tells you where we're going to live and where you're going to buy. Right? It tells you what kind of house you're going to get. It tells you your affordability, and it answers all those fear questions, and it's absolutely free to go get pre-approved. I got a great list of friends, and I say friends because we built great business relationships over the past 14 years with each other for them to do great work. And people that work with me, they only make my business look good. And if they make my business look good, that means I want to work with them again, right? It's selfish, but referrals get business. Love you guys. Let me be a part of these momentous moments in your life. And subscribe now. SupernovaRealEstate.com is the website and how you get a hold of me. Have a great one. I really appreciate you.